This was her third at the 6th earlier today, setting her up for her third birdie of the day. She would get it. Racking up the birdies. This was just a moment ago at the 8th. That's her fourth birdie of the day, and that extends her lead to 3 shots.
Leading by 5, so these players are going to be a little bit more aggressive here the next few holes. Well, no, because you're looking straight ahead, but side by side, yeah. And then you're wondering, is it going to hurt as you come through? So
she's so tall, you don't think she looks up at very much.
She doesn't need to look up. Got par 3s at 13, 15, and 17 coming home on the hunt here in Ottawa. And this is Pei Chen. Oh, yes. So she's got a chance for a 2 there.
Has 146 yards to go, Tom, from back here. But she does have a good view of the flag. So a little slope to the right of it you could use.
Settle there. Be the low Canadian.
Come on. Sit.
Flag today, kind of up on a little shelf. There you go, the bang of the boards with her third.
It's from 64 yards. She's looking really cool, calm and collected, Tom.
Maybe too much?
Little spin?
Yeah, no, it's too far. She knew that it was just too heavy-handed right away.
This hole the last 2 days have definitely brought that penalty area more into play. But with the greens being soft, if you have a good number, you can take dead aim.
Beautifully done. A winner earlier this year.
The initial first few 6 inches are fairly flat as opposed to hedgings that were uphill.
That would be a bonus.
Wow.
A birdie for Rito. And it has been a dream front 9 for the South African as she tries to win for the first time. Back-to-back birdies at 8 and 9. That's what she needed. Maybe she should have played the whole week in the league sweater. Here, Jutanagan, this a moment ago, safely left of the flag with the tee shot. Now got to deal with that little ridge in the green. Oh, wow, lovely. 3 birdies in 4 holes for Ariya Jutanagan.
Back at the CP Women's Open, it is Sunday, and Nelly Court trying to make a move 6 off the pace set by Paula Rito. Here at the 10th or 3rd? And that is not up to Nelly Court standards. Missing the shelf, that one's going to trickle back.
On the tee at the 15th. Lucy tied for 10th right now. If she finishes inside the top 10, she will be able to play next week. And that will help her cause.
And a par putt, unable to take advantage of the par 5 so far today, Morgan.
Man, she's really got to make a charge here. I mean, she knows she's now 6 behind and just is not
A number of points and move up the race to the CME Globe list to try and guarantee her card for next year. Something that Lucy Lee has already done, courtesy of her performance on the Epsom Tour. She was working out, I think, at the UFC gym.
She started training there this winter. Really tried to, I think she put on 9 or 10 pounds of muscle just this winter. But when you have an injury like she's faced.
Yeah, well done. Looking for her first check of the year on the LPGA Tour. Just her 3rd start. Now Hannah Green at the 15th.
From the back tee, only the very longest of players can even think about going for it.
Go. Go.
Ah, she's going to miss that shelf.
Not the first to be fooled. We just saw that happen to Nelly Court a few moments ago, unable to get her birdie.
And then Danielle and Lindy missed it long, so for whatever reason.
These two have a lot of common ground in their careers.
I think it's a very comfortable pairing, probably for all three of them, to be honest. It's a little bit different than when you're playing with.
Good opportunity for birdie at the last hole. It's really on a good looking line. It's the right club, Tom.
Yeah, oh. I mean, she's really struggled this year, so a good finish will make a massive difference for her. Nelly's second at 11. Right at it.
I was out there, Tom, watching her make birdie on the 6th hole earlier today. It was quite the Canadian cheer. You could definitely tell.
See who comes out on top. Right now it's looking like Rito in full control.
Nelly for a birdie at 11. So to 15 under within 5. We'll go.
I mean, she's basically given up.
To remain at 20 under. And a 4-shot lead over Hye-Jin Choi.
Up to 13, and Lydia Ko for birdie. Kelly mentioned earlier her wins.
Looks pretty straightforward. A little bit of left to right, but she finds the right side of the cup.
Right on a good line. Great line.
Yes!
You saw it live.
Well, we said Nelly needed to do something, get something started.
That ought to do it.
Wow, what a shot.
And that's a very popular player with a very, very impressive shot. You know Paula Rito heard that cheer. On opposite tees this morning, double T situation, Brooke Henderson, who made her way to the weekend, grinding it out on a Friday. Giving the
Karen Stupples is out there.
Well, it's a really tremendous approach in here. Great opportunity, and ooh, that would have been nice to extend her lead there.
Has the news filtered through to this group that Nelly might be a little closer than expected?
It has not. They did hear a nice little cheer, but it's very hard to tell what that was all about back here.
Okay, so
is coming off of a birdie, but has suffered a double bogey and a triple bogey in this final round in the final group.
Well, I think it says a lot about her character to come back with the birdie after the triple.
Yeah, Karen, her coach, James O, texted me. I just saw it online. Yeah, I still want to stay. Don't want to take too much off of this. It's easy to do.
Just right on that line we thought.
oh wow, beautiful. Yeah, that was right where you told her to hit it, Jem.
This is a 6-iron though from 160 yards. Got to try and get something to go, but can't force it though, unfortunately. You have to be patient.
She had a putt almost identical to that earlier in the round on a par 5 and was unable to convert it.
It was for clubs, but I would imagine this would be either a big 8 or a little 7.
Just needs to play smart golf from here on out.
Phoenix finished 3rd earlier this year at the Drive-On Championship at Crown Colony. It's her best career finish on the LPGA Tour. And she's 40th in the season-long points race, the race to the CME Globe. Just inside the top 100 in the world. According to her coach last year. She got it. Has she got it? Oh, rejected! You couldn't come closer to making it.
It's one of the worst I've ever seen.
I mean, that was a 400-degree lip out. That was insane.
But it hasn't been the case. She's 1 under par today. And with that birdie there at 7, 2 under for the day.
to do so with the holes running out. She has to try to get a couple of birdies under her belt. Hasn't taken advantage of the par 5s yet today, so this would be a good time to make a birdie, and that's a weak putt.
It's just not there.
Yeah, just not able to find the bottom of the hole. She's such a tremendous ball striker. If there is...
Very well indeed. This is to get to 5 under for the day.
I feel like that's kind of what Lydia does quite often, Tom. Very quietly, goes about her business.
She's done well on the par 3s today.
Just have this golf course in absolutely tip-top shape, Jim.
It is immaculate. That was less than driver. 230 that water on the left. This up the right side. Might need a kick.
It's going to be just fine.
But she can generate enough speed. Oh. All right. Just wasn't what she was trying to get done.
Well, again, this will be good momentum for her to keep going. I mean, it kind of smacks of Rory McIlroy in the final round at St Andrews, all these pars she's making.
It's enough to cost her.
Paige and Joy for birdie at 14.
It's got to go.
Let her in.
Wow.
Oh, still waiting. All pars to this point.
And that just gets exhausting when you know that she's been hitting it well. She's been giving herself chances.
I remember
It would be this one here. And she doesn't look all of too upset with herself or too flustered, and I think that's important, Karen.
So birdieing all of the par 3s in one round here. That is quite something. It takes Lydia to 7 under for the day.
enough can't be made of this story. If Nelly Korda can pull off the victory here, she's going to go to world number 1.
Well, that's from 101, and once again, you might need to spin a little bit. Getting better.
You called it, Jim. Beautiful spinny shot, and another great look for Korda.
2 players in her group go first, so she knows how this ball's going to fly and react. Doesn't need to attack this flag yet.
Okay, safe shot. On the Epsom Tour and has fought her way back.
And at the 16th, it's Alim Kim to get to 15 under.
Yeah, back-to-back birdies. Needs to go a little right.
Oh, making a little noise.
Well, you think that holes are running out, but so much can happen in golf. You never truly know. But if you're going to make one, my word.
Karen, that was close.
It was really close.
But it shows how controlled she is. I mean, any nerves would show up with the putter, you would think. And that was almost a little bonus for Paul, I'd say.
She just continues to try to work on and improve. She's such a tremendous ball striker.
Those numbers were collected over the last year on the LPGA Tour. And on with this look at birdie.
Back up the hill for Arn.
Just not enough pace. A couple over par, but, as we've mentioned, the 8 at 10 and the 6 at 7.
Well, it would be her first one of the day. Hasn't really got anything going so far. But, Tom.
Yeah, finally.
Yes.
No. Yes. A much more quiet round of golf. 2 birdies, 2 bogeys. Oh, barely denied.
And that'll give Elena Sharp low Canadian honors this week.
At one point in this round, Lydia Ko at the 18th, a 3-time champion in this event. Oh, beautiful.
She's going to collect back down to the bottom tier. If she were to make that and post at 18 under.
We're back with Paul Laredo, airborne here at 16. By the sounds of it, she didn't like it. And that one just staying up.
Probably got to go through almost a foot of that first cut.
She sure does. But it came out of there pretty nice.
It's going to fall in. It looks good, but she's left it short. Oh, wow. Well, the big lip out at the par 3, 13th, and then that one left in the jaws.
Just enough. Oh, that flew out of that lie.
That rough.
Check in with Sarah Schmelzer for a birdie. She'll move her to 15 under par into a tie for 5th. Keeps her at 15 under, tied with Schmelzer.
Oh, there you go. Trying to become a first-time winner. 4 straight birdies to finish this strong round of golf.
And then she's had to wait to play this putt. You could see she was looking for something to keep her mind busy, but she just rolls that one in with style.
Yeah, she kept the same rhythm in her routine that she's been doing all week.
Back live with Paula Rito, her second.
Really long practice swing, is it?
Wow. I thought that was going to go in. Oh, Naranan in contention, but hasn't had her best stuff all the way through the day. Started the day tied for the lead with Hedge and Choi. Paula Rito was 1 behind. That's why they're in this 3-ball.
Not much in it at all.
Heading to the 72nd tee, the final tee, and Paula Rito.
It's makeable.
'43rd in the Rolex Women's World Rankings, a legitimate player.
Got to carry it at least halfway there to 3/4 of the way there.
And she wasn't able to do that, Jim. Just a tough leave.
Well done. Solid week for the South Korean. She will post at 18 under and see if Rito can handle this moment.
Good putt there.
Well, she figured it out. A round of 1 under on the day.
A 5-wood out. Oh, this is a good looking shot. Just right to the hole. She'll have an eagle chance.
And yes, we're saying it's a chance.
That was really good, Morgan.
Yeah, that was just beautifully executed.
Those are just too hard to come back from if you want to win championships.
Well, at 23 years old, the South Korean still waits for that first official LPGA Tour victory, but you know it's coming. The hunt is over. It is Paula Rito in Ontario, the winner of the 2022 CP Women's Open. been a long time coming. But I bet she'll tell you it was well worth the wait.